This lesson is on corresponding angles, what they are and how to use them. So let's crack on and get the job done. Corresponding angles are formed by parallel lines. We know those two lines are parallel because the arrows on the lines indicate parallel lines. A line that cuts two parallel lines is called a transversal. Here are two parallel lines marked with arrows and the transversal. There's an angle, and if we slide one of the parallel lines down the transversal, we can see the angle at the top must fit into the angle at the bottom there. So consequently, these two angles are equal and we mark them in with the same letter. Corresponding angles are equal, and those two angles A are corresponding angles. And corresponding angles, as we can see, fit inside an F shape. In this diagram, we're going to start off with a different angle. It's inside the parallel line still. And if we slide the parallel line down the transversal, we can see where that angle is going to end up. And consequently, we can see that that angle will also be angle B. And once again, we can see that F shape inside which corresponding angles fit. This time, our angle starts outside the parallel lines, but we still slide the parallel line down the transversal to see where angle C ends up. And there it is. So those two angles must be equal. And there's our F shape, albeit an upside down F shape. There's our starting angle. Can you picture where it's going to end up? There it is. And so as before, sliding the parallel line down the transversal gives us an equal angle. Two corresponding angles, and there again upside down, but is our F shape inside which those two corresponding angles fit. Altogether, when we have two parallel lines and a transversal, we have one pair, two pairs, three pairs, four pairs of corresponding angles. So here is our first example. Can we find an F shape which contains these two angles? Yes, we can. It's an upside down F shape, but there it is. Therefore, they are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. So A must equal 68. In example 2 here, if we try and form an F shape, we can see that B lies inside the F shape, but 120 degrees lies outside the F shape. However, we can find that yellow angle next to the 120 degrees, which would lie inside the F shape and which would be corresponding to angle B. At the top here, we use the angles on a straight line, that straight line there, to give the yellow angle equal to 60 degrees. We've used angles on a straight line, so don't forget to mark the fact in that you've used to show this stepping stone angle. Once we've got our 60 degrees marked in, we can see it corresponds to B, and therefore B equals 60, because corresponding angles are equal. Let's recap then on everything we've learnt about corresponding angles. Always check that lines are parallel by looking for the arrows on the parallel lines. corresponding angles lie on the same side of the transversal. Remember, this line here going down is a transversal. So A is on the left of the transversal, D is on the left of the transversal, the two C angles are both on the right of the transversal, and the two B angles are both on the right of the transversal. The corresponding angles lie on the same side of the transversal. Corresponding angles form an F shape. There's one of them. And there's another one. And our fact is corresponding angles are equal. So we've got the job done.